man, what an unbelievable game. Great. Like that's just your typical Valley game. Again, two great teams going at it. We have so much respect for Belmont and the job Coach Brooks does. And we knew both teams, there's a lot on the table that we're playing for. This puts us in a hunt. We still have a chance to be co-champions, and that's what we're playing for. We never wavered, and that's something that we talk about, just the belief in each other, the belief in what we're doing as a program, and I think that was shown in the fourth quarter. We don't make shots, we turn it over a little bit, they take the lead, and there was no panic. And these two are just absolutely outstanding. They guarded, they rebounded. I kept saying I think we still have another level that we can reach, but we played awfully well tonight and couldn't be more proud.
Kristen, the way they were playing defense, was it a real emphasis to get it in the post to Edison and Nevaeh?
Yes, it's a really unique matchup. I think both of our teams were very gifted scoring. They play 4 guards, so it was going to be who was going to expose who, we knew they played 4 guards, so yeah, it was going to be a challenge to guard a little bit, but they also had to guard us, and that's what we kept saying in our staff meetings, like when we were like, oh goodness, how are we doing, how are we guarding, and we'd be like, hey, remember, they have to figure out how to guard us, they have to guard Addie, they have to guard Nevaeh. We just kept trying to figure out whoever their post wasn't guarding, let's attack that guard guarding our post, and our posts were struggling a little bit at half, and the team just said, hey, we have the best post players in the league, and I truly believe that. Our team believes that, and, there's so much that goes into winning. It's just not always scoring points, and I think our post showed that tonight.
Edson, I think it seemed like especially the first half and maybe a little the second half that a lot of the close range shots weren't going in, but everybody was getting really good shots. Did you feel confident in that you were getting the good shots?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, like Coach just said, I mean, all my teammates and her and the coaching staff have so much confidence in me and everybody else. So it's, I can go out there and I can get in my head, but it's like they're sitting there and they're like, Addie, you're good, you're good, you're good. And they want me to keep shooting that. So it's hard to just stay down because you're like, I don't want to let them down. And that's what I tell them is too. Like I tell Shannon, if she goes and she misses a shot, I'm like, you're fine. You're going to get the next one. Like I'm going to pass it to you. Someone else is going to get it to you. So we just have so much trust in each other. And when you have a team like that, like it's really hard just to get down on yourself.
And Shannon, what was the team doing well in the third quarter? I think you built up a 12-point lead.
Like Addie said, I think we were really just trusting each other, sharing the ball really well. Rebounding was a really big emphasis, and guarding. And when we guard like that, it really like juices you up and makes you want to go harder. And Coach was just emphasizing all week that like be aggressive and confidence will catch up.
Christine, you called that timeout fairly early in the fourth quarter at 30, and they had started to come back on you. What were you seeing that you didn't like at that point?
Yeah, I think they cut it to 4. It was just we had some good looks, and then we turned it over. Their pressure really amped up, and we knew. We had watched, so Scott Scout, I think he's watched every game. Like we knew anytime that they're down going in the fourth, it gets to a different level. And I thought like they jumped a couple of our handoffs. I just want us to settle down, just to remind each other. Because sometimes in the heat of the game, it's hard. We don't get a ton of breaks to look each other in the eye and say, hey, we're going to be okay. And that was mostly what we said, like, hey, we're fine, and they still took the lead. But I think every huddle, every timeout, we just kept saying that to ourselves. And, I just wanted to make sure they knew that, hey, we're good. The ball is going to go in. We just got to take care of it, and we got to get stops.
I think you fared fairly well rebounding overall, but the Cheeseman was awfully tough on
Yeah. Yeah, she had 13 defensive rebounds, and she only had 3 offense. We held them to 5 offensive rebounds. That was a huge key going in. They're really good. And I said, we won't win if we give them like 2 or 3 shots. We'll be lucky when they miss their first one because they shoot it so well. But yeah, she's a load. And it was tough because we're switching, we're doing some different things. But I thought we did a great job on her. I think she's the best shooter in our league. And then to hold her to only 4 3-point attempts, that's a credit to all these young women.